take me so long to do a damn review that y'all be waiting on because y'all be playing with me and talking to me down in the comments, and y'all know I am just drawn to the comment section. I just did a video for Vlogmas day number 2 tomorrow, and I had already released the first video of the 12-day series today, and I'm in the comments just talking to y'all, and I forgot, bitch, you supposed to be doing Real Housewives of Atlanta, Loving Hip Hop New York, and fucking Married to Medicine. And for those y'all that ain't figured it out by now, I ain't gonna probably never do Married to Medicine on a Friday night or Saturday, unless my ass at home and bored. That shit usually come on Monday or Tuesday. I try to do it by Monday, but it's a story as to why my ass just not gonna record it today. And it goes like this. Yesterday, when I got out of work, my intention was, cause I was already, I don't wake up like this, but I get like this after I wake up. And so I went to work, I came home, and my intentions was to get in here and start recording my, my Married to Medicine and my Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? Well, child, my sister come through him. And baby, that's my baby sister. I don't see her a whole lot. That's my youngest sister. Matter of fact, she's so young. Her and my daughter, my oldest egg, that's 28, they the same age. Yeah, Papa was a Rolling Stone. Papa was a Rolling fucking Stone child. My daddy a trip, but I love the ground he walk on. Yes, I do. But she came over, and child, we don't see each other like that, even though we stay in the same city, in the same state. Sometimes our work schedules don't allow us to spend time with each other, and it's just by spur of the moment. She popped up on me yesterday, and I was so glad to see my sister Sheena. Child, we went to drinking. Then, y'all, I went to getting my glaucoma medications together, and before I know it, girl, I wasn't able to do it. I said, oh, if I do a video right now, they going to be like, Lady Nika, now, bitch. Girl, I was on 20, not on 1. I was on 20. Then I take the little kitty nap, right? Because I'm like, okay, I'll sleep this shit off. Then I'll get on up and do the video. Child, hell to the no. Bitch, I got up. She came back. We went to the hookah bar last night down at the Petroleum Club. For the people that say they live in my city, I'm always asking me questions about stuff. I say the Petroleum Club downtown, up the street from the fucking public library that's at the downtown library. It's Petroleum Club right up the street, And if you got enough clout and enough coin, you can get in there. And I got the clout. My sister had the coin, and we went up in there and had us a good time. Child, I ain't see love and hip hop until this morning, and I still ain't write one fucking note. So that review gonna be all over the place. I'm warning you now. It might be a little funny, but bitch, it's gonna be fucking all over the place because I ain't writing no notes. But let's go ahead on and do what I supposed to be doing. I'm gonna do Real Housewives of Atlanta first. I know y'all be wanting to talk about this shit, and I just really don't sometimes. But okay, I'm gonna go on and do what the Lord had put in my spirit to do, and then afterwards I'll upload Married to Medicine and Loving Hip Hop Hollywood. New York will be my last review that I do for today. But I'm gonna go on and give y'all what y'all want, cause I know y'all like talking about the household and shit like that, and I'm about ready to drop the child. I ain't even write down the damn. Okay, this Real Housewives of Atlanta with season 10 episode. I don't fucking know. It'll be down there in that damn description box because I ain't write it on the paper. See, I ain't write it. Y'all see my hand right? It ain't nothing up there, bitch. It ain't nothing up there. Anyway, I just know it Real Housewives now. But I'll put it down in the description box. And I'm not going back to the comments until I get all 3 of these videos recorded, because I get in them comments and I'll be down there with y'all talking and everything else. I just love my love things. I do. I love y'all. Even those who don't really love me, but they like to come over here and see what the fuck I got going on. I love you too, bitch. But my real ones, baby, y'all know. Y'all up in here. That's why I come and talk to y'all ass. Because y'all be teaching me shit. And we going to talk about this here. Now, we ain't getting in our feelings over them damn Real Housewives of Atlanta this week, okay? It's Christmas. I ain't in the mood to argue. I don't mind if you don't agree with me, but let's just keep it cute down there in the penny sessions, okay? All right. Now, let's go on and talk about what happened, child. Okay, we opened back up down there to the restaurant where Nene and Portia was arguing at. You got Marlo, Cynthia, Candy, and Candy along with Nene. They get up and they go to a room because it's getting retarded. Nene done stood up and Portia don't get no fuck, okay? So they separating the ladies to keep down the confusion. Portia crying and upset because all the ladies walked off with Nene except for Sheree, and she feeling some kind of way about that. Girl, all that mean is don't nobody want to record with your ass. That's all they trying to tell you in a nice way. They really don't. They feel like what you did last season was foul and they don't want to fuck with you. And that's the reason why it was very easy to walk off with Moose and leave your ass sitting there. Now, I know Nene whole thing was she was asked a question. When she answered, she never called no particular person to get Portia fired. And I get you, Nene, but semantics is what I'm seeing play out right here. At the end of the day, it don't matter how it was done. You still said the girl needed to be removed from the show because her and Phaedra was declassing the show is exactly what you said. I don't know why you got a problem with just simply standing up and saying that shit to that bitch, Nene. Now, I ain't been on Nene fan since season probably 3 or 4. But I'm gonna tell you this right here, Nene. One thing I always respected about you was that you say your shit and you stand in it. You backpedaling and pussy popping right now, and I'm trying to figure out why you doing it because just tell that bitch what you said. Yeah, bitch, I said that. I said it. I did. I was asked the question and I said it. And I ain't get on the phone with no VPs or Andys or nobody else and try to get you fired. But when I was asked the question, I said what I said and I stand firm in my word. And what? Okay, you should. Because your thing is really that how she did Candy, along with how she did you. And we discussed it up in that room. You saying that Candy had her back and that Phaedra got fired and she's still sitting there and you don't understand why is that so? Well, you had to go talk to the executive producers or whoever run the Real Housewives of Atlanta because they the one made the decision. Personally, I feel like because of what Portia going through in this season, they should have brought Phaedra ass back and let her sit there and go through it too. Let them bitches keep each other company and everybody else get them the hell that they deserve for the lie that they perpetrated against Candy last season. That's what I feel like. Now, at the table, Portia crying, like I said, saying that, and Sheree say she feels sorry for her because she ain't got nobody. Well, tough titty. She didn't think about what she was saying, last year when she carried that lie publicly. Because, see, Phaedra may have told you that by way of somebody telling her, but you the one brought it to us on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And every episode you had to bring that shit up, you did it. And that's why you catching hell. And I don't feel bad for you. I really don't. I don't. And people need to stop treating Portia like she a fucking child. I agreed with what they were saying up in the room with Marlo say, well, we should just wrap our arms around her and let her know that, we care about her. For what? Why we handling Portia with kid gloves? Yes, she may not be the brightest star in the sky, but the bitch ain't dumb and she almost 40 years old, meaning she old enough to know what she was doing was wrong. Just because that bitch knew that when she put that story out there on Candy, it was going to have some ramifications. What she thought was the shit was going to work in her favor, and it flipped on their ass at that reunion when everything was out in the open and you found out it was just a big lie. Now, you didn't sit here and slandered this woman for I don't know how many episodes of season 9 saying that she had, her plan was to drug you and take you down in the sex dungeon and do some things to you. When in fact, she never even said that and it was all a lie. You got played on your own because you should have known better than to take that lie where you took it. Ain't nobody got time for that. Time I sit her down and treat her like a little sister. Okay. And why? When she said the shit she said, and then as the season was going on, season 9, it was several times Portia was on Dish Nation talking shit about Nene and Candy and anybody else. People forget that shit, but now we want to handle her with clear kid gloves. In this life, sometimes you have to pay for what the fuck you do. And that's all this is. This is payment for her. Now, it may be harsh to some of y'all who love her ass, but it to me, I call it fair. And it is what it is. Mm-hmm. And I think she did deserve to have some type of disciplinary action taken against her. Because what she did was wrong. Phaedra shouldn't have been the only one. The title of this goddamn episode should have been accountability, because don't seem like too many people want to take no accountability. And Nene, to a certain degree, you're not taking accountability either, because bitch, you said that shit and you should have stood in it. And you too have done some very disparaging things to different members of this cast. So don't come down on Portia like she the only one. You might not have went as deep, but actually you did with Cynthia. But we'll get into it anyway. The day the next day they meet up for an outing, and Nene hugs everybody except for Portia and say, she like Cardi B. If I see you and I don't speak, I don't fuck with you. I said, okay. Then they get on the trolley, and Kenya is telling them that she gonna have to cut her trip short. She gonna have to catch a red eye out that night, cause she gotta go attend her grandmother's funeral. Then that video she was talking about in last week's episode, she actually put it together and showed the girls, and what she gonna show at her grandma's funeral or whatnot. And everybody was, she was somewhat emotional. And then, lo and behold, Portia got emotional too. And I was like, girl, what? Okay. She got so emotional that she ended up walking off to another part of the trolley. Now, Cynthia is the meat of this season, and of this episode. And I might have a lot of Cynthia characteristics. Let some people tell it, but child, Cynthia like me. I might not agree with what you did and barely fool with you, but if I see you upset, I'm gonna go check on your dumb ass, because everybody deserves to have somebody that at least cares somewhat about them. So she said it's so sad. She feels for Kenya because, see, we learned in that episode that Portia recently lost her uncle, because and it's sad to her now because of all the drama that is going on with her and the ladies. They can't even be there for each other like they should be. Again, accountability, Portia. Nobody's going to readily want to be around you or share or support you in any kind of way because of what you did, that you have only just began to really apologize. Because, see, y'all act like y'all don't be watching this shit. When this show first started in a couple weeks ago, Portia told us on episode 1 she hadn't talked to Candy since that reunion. Meaning she ain't reached out to this woman and said, I'm sorry for my part, I played in it. She ain't did it on her social media. She ain't did nothing. It's only when filming began that she began to want to try to make amends to to Candy. And that's because she don't want to be by herself on this show unless she with her family. Her family being her mom and her sister and her cousin Tiffany, okay? Like I said, y'all can't support each other because you have not fully taken accountability for your role in what happened in season 9. Cynthia tell her that she understands how she feel. She said, look, me and Nene had our moment too. The bitch did the same thing to me that you did that she did to you. But see, when I decided I was gonna be friends with her again, I had to forgive and let it go. And I think that once you and the things calm down a little bit between you and Nene, you'll be able to go and have a conversation with her, and maybe y'all can get in a decent place with one another. And I agree with that. Honestly, all I just don't see Cynthia and Nene's situation the same as Portia and Nene's situation. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't see them situations being the same. They similar, but they're not really the same. Because, see, when Nene came for Cynthia Ned, that was straight up malicious in my opinion. She got mad because her and Peter got into it about something she said, and she called that woman's husband a bitch several times. She doubled down. She did not apologize. That bitch doubled down on what the fuck she was saying to Peter and calling him a bitch. Okay. Then she just said that Cynthia needed to be fired. With this situation with Portia, it wasn't so much malicious. Plus, she wasn't like willing to just have that conversation like that. On Watch What Happened Lies, when she said that Cynthia needed to be fired, ain't nobody asked her that shit. She came out with that on her own. On the Portia situation, she was asked and she answered that question. So even though the situations are similar, they're not the same because Nene really, in my opinion, was only saying what the fuck she felt in that moment, but she had no malicious intent. With Cynthia, that shit was malicious and she meant that shit. Okay, so that's why I say that it ain't the same, but it's similar but not the same. Okay, now Nene, Candy, and Cynthia and Kenya, they head off to Fisherman's Wharf while the other two go to Chinatown. And pause. Portia, see, you wonder why people say you stupid. Okay? Bitch, Tokyo is in Japan. So how being in Chinatown remind you of that? China, Japan. All on the continent of Asia, but two different locations. Y'all be wanting people to understand Portia, and I just don't. This the same girl that told you that it was 265 days in a year. This the same girl that said 3 weeks equals 45 damn days. This the same girl that said that if a man in his 40s had a child with a woman, that child would come out looking old. This the same woman that told y'all that the Underground Railroad was an actual choo-choo train taking niggas to freedom. This is the same girl that invited a former pageant winner and didn't know whether or not to an event. She invited Kenya to an event and didn't know if that girl was Miss USA or Miss Universe. And y'all want me to say that this bitch is smart. No, she very dangy. Oh, she danging than a motherfucker. She not dinging, she danging, okay? She may have some, she ain't too stupid because she realized what between her legs could, could increase her status at the bank and buy her, bags, cars, and shit like that and bundles. So she ain't dumb completely, but when it comes to to history and the ways of the world, she dang as fuck, okay? Now, the girl, she lack intellect, that's what I think. Now Nene and them see Alcatraz on they little adventure out. And she gonna say she want that charade man up in there and they take a pic, of the place. Well, they take a picture, all of them together, and in the background you can see Alcatraz because it sits over on that water. And then Candy asked why she was so surprised that Sheree was dating Tyrone, and she said, "Well, because I knew him before her." And the question was asked, well, what do he do? She said he a con artist. He conned some company out of $4 million. And that damn Candy say, well, I hope he don't try to con her out of Chateau Charest. And Kenya say, don't worry, it's not in her name. Where's the lie? But anyway, now Sheree say they need to over there in her little area because they in Chinatown. They need to do something nice for Kenya because she grieving and they want to show support. So Marlo come up with the idea to have a mock wedding since they wasn't invited to the actual wedding. So Marlo get on the phone with Nene and call Nene and tell her about it. Ask her, do she think that's a good idea? And she said yeah, but see we not gonna tell Cynthia and Kenya about it. Because Cynthia is like a guard dog for Nene for us for Kenya. Child, they know this shit not no good idea. But at that point in the episode, I was like, Kenya, hold your shit. They trying to get a rise out of you. And the one thing that you have been good at since you've been on this show is never letting these bitches see you sweat. And I was hoping. Now back at the hotel, Cynthia, they didn't have they there. Back at the hotel, Cynthia and Kenya up in Cynthia's room, and she called down there to Sheree to see where they is, so her and Kenya could come meet up with them. Now She tell her where they is in the conference room or whatnot. But see, they down there preparing for this mock wedding. Okay, Candy done came in there and she's like, "What y'all doing?" She say, they tell her we finna have this wedding for Kenya since we wasn't at the wedding. We gonna recreate the wedding. And she was like, "Well, who gonna be the groom?" And Candace and they told Candy that Mark was gonna be there, and Candy believed it. Now, Candy, if this man don't want to be on camera and dealing with none of this Real Housewives of Atlanta shit, what made you think that he was really gonna be that man? Here come Marlo Pussy popping in there with that goddamn cardboard box that they gotta put together as a mock mark for them. Then you got Portia that went out on the street and got some accessories. Cause that's what they treat like. They treat gay people like down here. I mean, down on this show right here. Yeah, they treat them like accessories. So she done went outside and got some damn accessories, and they all playing and you know, Candy her and Jesse Smollett that live in her throat. She gonna sing. Nene gonna officiate in that damn dress that had her body looking all kinds of wrong. Girl, you done your lipo fail, bitch. But anyway, she gonna sing or whatnot, and Nene gonna officiate. So Kenya walked in and she gave me exactly what I needed. Kenya thought that shit was so fucking stupid. She was fucking laughing at their ass and she played along with it. Y'all didn't get what y'all thought y'all was gonna get out of this woman, and I was so glad she didn't give it to you, cause you know that was messy. Now y'all had a problem with her damn divorce party, which she playing with no malicious intent, but y'all playing this little mock wedding with malicious intent, but it fell on deaf ears because she thought the shit was funny. Kudos to you, bitch. Kudos to you, Tori. You did that. Now, after the wedding, Portia decides she want to pull Candy over to the side for another apology. And Candy like, okay, I'm just trying to have a good time. It came out as fake as shit to me. And I don't know why Portia keep trying to have this conversation with her. If you finally have apologized to Candy, you got to understand one or two things, a couple of things with that. First of all, Candy hold grudges, so it's going to take her a minute. Hell, you see she just not talking to Escape after 17, 18 fucking years. So she hold grudges. Secondly, what you did could have possibly caused her a whole lot of problems. You tried to damage her reputation, which would have fucked with her money, and you could have had her brought up on, at least at the very most, a damn investigation by the police. So it's going to take her some time to get over it. You got to understand, when you say you sorry to a person, that does not null and void how that person felt in that moment. You got to give them time. And some people say, well, ain't nobody got to kiss Candy ass. You sure don't. But if you want to be back in her good graces and be her friend again, you might have to. So it's a decision that the person who is making the apology that did the person wrong, that decides if it's worth it for them or not. And that's how I see it. Obviously, it's worth it because she keep trying to talk to this girl. Okay. Again, Portia, own what you did. You ain't fully owning that shit, and that's why Candy ain't listening to you. Now we go to Napa Valley the next day, and Marlo was serving us a lemonade style dress, and I was like, "Bitch, you do the rags." Mm. You got good sponsors, I see. I ain't mad at you, bitch. Anyway, it's a train ride, and when they get on the train before they get to Napa, Portia go to the bathroom. When she come back, that leaves her to sit with Kenya and Candy. Now she orders vegan, and she's telling them she been vegan for 3 weeks, and Kenya and Candy laughing at that shit. Portia say, "Look, I was up to 175 pounds, so I had to do something." And Candy say, "Yeah, you was a bit chunky. Now, Candy, you ain't one that can really talk about a person's size, cause bitch, you fluctuate your damn self." Okay, now then Kenya starts talking about her husband, how he don't like chunky but tone. He don't really like her to wear a whole lot of makeup, yada, yada, yada. And Portia said Cordell tried it when she married to him, and she ain't really feeling a controlling man. She likes to do her own thing, but if that's Kenya flavor, then okay. Okay, Kenya happy. And ain't nothing wrong with a woman conceding somewhat to what her man likes. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now, if he trying to change you, that's a problem. But if he just asking you to do certain little things, then what she was talking about to me wasn't no big deal. Bravo replayed Portia's time of being, trying to concede to the wishes of her husband. And over at the other table, Marlo said to Sheree that I can tell you like somebody. you liking somebody, and Sheree admitted she do, and she also told him he incarcerated, and Marlo say let him go, and I agree she can do better. But I mean, if that's what she chooses to do with her life, that's it. Sharice said when he was out, they had a great relationship, and Nene said, well, when he gets out, is he gonna start tricking again? And Sheree said tricking. She said, yeah, stocks and stock markets and shit. Sheree said, look, he didn't go to jail for that. He went to jail for security and wire fraud. Girl, it's all still the same. A scam is a scam is a scam is a damn scam. Let that shit go, girl. You can't dress up felony. Okay, you just can't. Now Portia asked Candy how her and Escape going, and she glad that they were able to work out their issues, much like she's hoping that they able to work it out. She said she wanted to attend the show, and Candy said, well, I'm not inviting you, but you welcome. You can purchase a ticket and come. Nene gonna then call Candy over there to the table, and Marlo say Portia apologized, but and felt bad about what went on with Candy. But Candy said she heard that. She said it was okay. She not here for Portia. Maybe it may be some time before she is. Now over at the other table, Kenya was talking to Portia about being receptive to advice from the girls and telling her that you know what, every time we open our mouth, we're not trying to hurt you. We're older women with some experience, and sometimes I think when we tell you certain things, you don't receive it. I need you to work on trying to be able to receive some good advice when you hearing it, because it's being said for the betterment of you. And Portia said that she hate that she played a part in the entire situation with Phaedra and Candy. And I was surprised, I ain't gonna lie, that Kenya and Portia was able to have that adult conversation without the shade. That just go to show you that if in a different time, a different situation, these girls might have actually been able to be cool with one another. Now we get to the vineyard and we meet Raymond. He the owner, and Marlo saw opportunities right away, and she wasn't really trying to stomp no motherfucking grapes. That bitch was more into trying to entice Raymond. That's why she took that whole stalk of grapes and shoved them to the back of her neck. And he was over there flustered about to pass the fuck out because she was doing all kinds of things that he probably would like her to do to him behind closed door. All I can say to you, Raymond, is beware. Hide your wallet and credit card because this bitch is on the prowl and she will get you. Now, Raymond was enticed, like I say, but we found out he married with kids. Kenya time is up. It's time for her to get ready to go. So she leaves and everybody hugging and showing her support. And she say for the first time she feels these girls are here for her and support her. And I was like, yeah, to a certain degree, Kenya, but I don't trust these hoes. And I don't know. We gonna see. And sure enough, later on when they go to have dinner down in that cellar, Sheree brings up Candy making the cover of Essence, and they congratulate her. And then Candy mentions that when they was in New York, Todd wanted to go head on and stop by Kenya's husband restaurant, and she was down, but said once she got there, she wasn't going in because she didn't want Kenya to kill her. I thought that was messy as fuck, but okay. And y'all wonder why she keep having her man, trying to keep her man to herself, because y'all barracudas is just sitting there waiting for an opportunity to find fault in him and pick his ass apart the first time that he come around. Marlo asked Cynthia, why do you think that Kenya is being so secretive? And Cynthia said because of the scrutiny that she's gotten in the past, from y'all. So that's why she don't really want to talk about it. Cynthia admits that yes, she would have liked to have attended uh Kenya's wedding, but she also would like to meet him as well. But it's all gonna happen on Kenya timing. They kept questioning her so much so that she got pissed off and walked off. And Marlo was like, "Why are you leaving?" She said, "No." They said, "Where you going?" She said, I'm not running. Why are you running out?" "I'm not running out. I'm walking out because I don't want to hear no more bullshit." And that's because Cynthia is not fitting to be okay with sitting around them talking about this woman's marriage. I don't give a fuck what Nene say, because when Nene talking about Cynthia being Kenya's protector, You only saying it because you pissed off because she not up in your ass. But you the reason why she not in your ass no more, because Cynthia had that same level of respect and that same level of protection over Nene once upon a time. Nene destroyed that. Cynthia see Nene for her worst, even though they cool. She know she can always, she gotta watch that bitch. With Kenya and her guy became friends when Nene put ass in Cynthia's face. And I understand if we cool, I ain't want to sit at no table with no bunch of bitches talking shit about you neither, because you're my friend, and I'm not gonna be okay with a friend being talked about. You ain't got to like my friend, but what you not gonna do is sit here in my presence and talk about them. So I was here for Cynthia walking out. Only thing I didn't like was you allowed them to make you cry, bitch. Don't cry. Walk off, stand firm in that shit. I'm not gonna sit here with y'all talking about her like that. Now Nene went to talk to her and she told her, look, I just ain't for no conversations down in Kenya, and that's it. That's all. She eventually did return to the table, and she told Marlo, "Look, I don't need y'all. Really, basically, this is what she said. And from what I got, me and Kenya friends. I don't have to explain the level of that with you. I didn't attend her wedding. I would have liked to, but I ain't gonna let y'all get me to feeling some kind of way about a person I know that I'm friends with. Kenya is keeping her shit secret because she different. Plus, she done already had to deal with y'all season after season fucking with her. So I don't understand why she not moving quickly to try to bring him around nobody. And that's basically all she needed to say. They friends. That's it. That's all. She also told Candy when she returned to that table that Kenya is an adult and she can't make her do anything. She was hurt that she wasn't invited to the wedding, but that's Kenya is different and she accepts it, and that's pretty much where the episode cut off at. Next week we gonna see Cynthia take that shit to Kenya about what was said at that table. I hope it's well received and she don't let that fuck with her. Cynthia, don't let them get in your head. Don't even let them poison you a little bit, because you and Kenya got a real friendship. I see that playing out on IG, and fuck these hoes. That's how I feel about it. If y'all got anything that y'all would like to put down in the panel section, please remember that the panel section is always open, but you must be respectful of myself and others that are speaking. We don't always have to get along to show each other respect. Our opinions don't have to be the same, okay? So let's not act the fool down there in the panty section, because I hate for you to see your comment being deleted. And if you come for me on why I deleted the comment, then I'm gonna block your ass. You won't be talking no more, period, unless you go get a new account. I just like to keep it respectful and grown. This a TV show. Don't none of us know these hoes, so don't get in your feelings about nothing that's been said on this review or that someone else may say about what they took from the review. Okay, that's all I'm asking. We grown over here. Child, I cater to nothing but the grown and sex. Okay. Remember, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate. Rating these videos get me recognized on the YouTube streets. Comment independent respectfully. Subscribe to the channel. It's free. Hit your notification bell if you're going to subscribe to the channel, so that each time I'm down here, you can come down and have a conversation with me and know that I'm going to talk back to you. And if you share videos, feel free to share this video. I'm sorry the review is late, but y'all know I had a life yesterday and I was enjoying it. Now, on to Married to Medicine. Y'all have a good remainder to your Tuesday. Peace.